Hi, Shalom. First things first, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, and double honors to the apostles and elders that rule a great millstone and that feed us with knowledge and understanding through the power of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. Much love to the elect men. Hey, brothers, we're at a time of great redemption coming, okay? We're close to going home. These prophecies are popping left and right. And it's been a while since I've done a sit down. The Lord allowed me to get the program again, to put on my computer to allow me to do these sit downs. Okay, I had to even get a whole new computer. Esau sends those viruses to your stuff, but that's how you say water under the bridge. I'm back up. I'm back up. So Lord willing, I'll be doing more sit downs. Okay, but we're gonna jump right into this thing. I was doing a little research and I ran across a good video that had a good link. So we're gonna go through here and show you that this place that we're in, the whore known as Babylon, okay, this is prophesied to come, and the end of it's prophesied to come also. Okay, so through the faith that we've been given through these scriptures, the Most High has given us what it says: the earth shall help the woman, and the earth is going into these archaeological things that are coming out, and different things that are having to do with old type of digs and things coming up like that. Okay, so now we're being helped by the Spirit, and now these things are coming out so we can know where we're at and what time we're in. Okay, so I'm gonna go through this article. Lord willing, I'm gonna bounce around to go to different tabs that I've pulled up, and Lord willing, you brothers are edified. Okay. Let's read the article. And it says, the secret worship of the Illuminati. Statue of Liberty is Anunnaki goddess Ayana. Okay. And it says American Babylonianism introduction. It says the Statue of Liberty has become the most cherished symbol in the United States of America. What we were not taught in school were the truly significant facts regarding the true nature of the statue. Those pertinent facts that remain largely unknown revolve around the true history of the statue's inception, as well as the meaning and significance behind the statue. And it says, French sculptor Frederic Bartholomew designed the Statue of Liberty. We'll look at this guy's face. Pull a face to the name. Hold on. Bear with me. There he is right there. There's the guy right there, and you can see he's doing the same thing as he's doing an Illuminati hand gesture, because that's the same thing that Napoleon did. He always had his hand in his coat like this right here, as you can see here. He always has his hand in his coat. That's an Illuminati symbol. Okay, I'm not too particular what the symbol or what that means or what that gesture implies, but that's a known gesture that the so-called Illuminati, okay, the Masons and Satan worshippers do. They put their hands into their vests like that. All right, so let's go back to the article. So now we know who face to the name. It says designed the Statue of Liberty. Bartholdi did not originate this concept of the statue. The idea of creating a Statue of Liberty and Freedom was first proposed by another Frenchman by the name of Edward Le Boyer. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll get him too, so we can put faces to these devils. See, there he is right there. Okay, that's his face. Let's see if he's doing any gestures. No, he's not. And it says it was Le Boyer idea and determination during the American Civil War that careered the idea for a simple nation to an actual project. A simple nation to an actual project. You can see here. Okay. You can see this. The Statue of Liberty goes back to that old. We're gonna get into it. Go old idols, man. Okay. So let's read it. It says, Lord Bloyer, a French Freemason, proposed the idea of a giant statue replacing or replicating a goddess that the Masonic movement idealized. Lobre proceeded to raise the financial support and commission Bartholdi to provide the sculpture of the goddess of illumination from ancient time. It says, what deity was this? It was the goddess known as by various names. Loboyer and his fellow Freemason sculptor Bartholdi referred to her as Libertas, but she was also an early adoption by the Romans from the Babylonian goddess Ishtar. We'll need to follow the research of the goddess connection to fully understand the statue's meaning. Okay, and that goes back into the scriptures, man. These are ancient deities. It's nothing new. That's why it says there's nothing new under the sun. Okay, these devils are just recycling things that have been passed down, man, through generations and generations of idolatry. Okay, and it says Roman goddess Libertas. Libertas was the name of the ancient Roman goddess adopted by the Romans perhaps as early as the 5th century. And we're going to go right here because the Romans put her face on the denarius. Okay. They put her name on the denarius. Okay. Let me try to get. Hold on. We're going to do this. All right. So if we go to Wikipedia, I've already done this, but we're going to go back into it. See? They have her face right here. And it says denarius issued by Cassius Lagunus and Litis Spilintep. Salakia for butchering these names, man. It says depicting the crowned head of Libertas with a sacrificial jug and lintus on the reverse. See? So they had her face back then. So that's how we know this is the Roman Empire coming back again. Okay? Things repeat themselves. They're just going back to what they were doing back then. Alright? So go right back into this article. And it says, the Roman goddess adopted, Libertas was the name of the ancient Roman goddess adopted by the Romans perhaps as early as the 5th century BC, and certainly by the 4th century. She was referred to as the goddess of personal freedom, liberty, to do as thou wilt. That should come to your mind. And who do we know that saying that was? That was a name. If we go here, that should ring a bell because that goes into Aleister Crowley. See? I've already pulled it up, but the tab is apparently not there. See? That was one of his sayings. Do as thou wilt. It says an exploration into the life and work of a modern mystic, occult poet, Monterier, and bisexual adventure. See? Wickedness, man. Okay? Wickedness. So that's where that liberty comes from. Do as thou wilt. And it says, in fact, libertas meant freedom. So liberty means freedom. The two names describe the one concept we call freedom. Liberty, freedom, and freedom, liberty. This goddess was the goddess of freedom because she promoted the ideal of personal freedom to do anything that felt good. And that's the same thing we have here with Aleister Crowley. See? He was into black magic, all types of wickedness. So it's pretty much was going, that was a thing. He wasn't the originator of that. Okay, through his occult worship and his different satanic worship things, he just adopted that saying. But this has been going on for a long time, because if you look at the Romans, if you go back into the Romans, they were doing the same type of wickedness, man. Okay, by way of this, it's called the Warren Cup. And if you see right here in the Warren Cup, you have two males having sex, man, into that bisexual madness, that male same-sex acts, man. Okay, and he says the Warren Cup is a silver drinking cup decorated in relief with two images of male same-sex acts. It was purchased by a British museum for £1.8 million in 1999. The most expensive single purchase by a museum. Why the hell would you pay 1.8 million for some same-sex madness going on, man? You see the wickedness in this place? But we're gonna go right back into this. And it says, she was called the goddess of prostitution. Says this goddess is goddess of freedom. She promoted the ideal of personal freedom to do anything that felt good. She was called the matron goddess of prostitution because she promoted sexual freedom. Indeed, she had invented the concept. Slaves considered her their goddess in the hope of winning their freedom. Okay, but that wasn't going into that. They were trying to, how you say, adopt a false image, man. Okay, and if you see here, you see the image of Libertas, and it's the same image of the Statue of Liberty. Okay, it's the spitting image of each other, same flame. And then if you go right here to the Warren Cup, the Roman cups, they look the same exact way. See how the cups look? So it's the same type of concept that they had. These cups go right back into that, or the shape of the cup goes right back into this. How you see whatever she's holding up here is that cup. All right, we're going to go skip around a little bit, and then we're going to get some scriptures to back all this up. It says, Ishtar, god of liberty and personal freedom. Ishtar was introduced to the Greeks as Ishtar or Astri through the Phoenicians. It says we can see that the lineage of Greek and Roman goddess of the planet Venus goes all the way back into ancient Babylonians around 3000 BC. Apparently the Greeks and later the Romans chose to entail honor only one portion to Ishtar character and doctrine that appealed to them in those very early years before the established empire. Ishtar's doctrine of personal freedom was what really impressed both Greek and Romans. They therefore chose to worship just the aspects of the character. All right, we're going to go right into a couple. I'm going to post this article so you brothers can look into it, but we're going to go right into this, the Statue of Liberty. It says the crowns of 7 spikes. This symbol was to represent the alignment of the Babylonian sun god Shamash Ut, which goes back to Semiramis and Tammuz. And it says the idea was that the sun god's occult illumination could be forced by each of the 7 spikes of the crown. Each spike would flash with occultic alignment of each of the 7 Horus, or large landmass of the world. In the words it says, in other words, each spike would flash occultic alignments of the continents on planet Earth. Each of the